Yeah, buddy. Look at this. Wow. So majestic you are.
What's up, dude?
We are out here in Las Vegas. This is your hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my buddy Roy, and he is part of Team Wildcards. I am actually now part of Team Wildcards too.
You are,
Funny
aren't
enough,
you?
huh?
You are part of Team Wildcards now, aren't you?
At the last event we were at, they actually inducted me to be part of their team. It's such an honor, and it's more of a symbolic thing, you know, but it's really cool because all these guys, you know, have really top-end cars, and they're just really close friends, and it's really cool to be kind of a part of that group. We're not talking about wildcards today. We're going to talk about some interesting cars we got here. We got Shane in the back right here. I don't know what he's doing Shane things. But you brought out your Hako today.
Yeah. The old girl still runs, so.
Yeah, the old girl. Your friends at Rent JDM also brought a R34 GT-R for us to shoot.
It's pretty badass.
It's not pretty badass. It's the most badass. I think it's probably the craziest R34 GT-R in the US, and it's one of the very few that are actually legal because it was a Motor X car. If you guys don't know what Motor X is,
it's dopeness.
Yeah, that's a Google thing that you have to Google. But it's amazing. It runs on E85. There's a lot of cool things about it. I don't know too much about it. I just know that it makes a lot of crazy noises and has big turbos, all of that. My buddy Toshi actually used to own it. He actually made a cameo in Fast and Furious, the third one.
What up, Toes?
Let's forget about the R34 as much as I want to look at it. Let's talk about your baby. This is probably, at this point right now, this is the best old school Skyline in the US, right?
I don't know about that.
So we went to JCCS, and this past year was actually the first time I ever had a car there. I had my 240Z there. And then Roy just finished kind of like the version, what, 3 of this car?
3, yeah.
And he actually won Best Skyline of the event at JCCS, which honestly is the biggest Japanese classic car show in the US, in North America. So tell us a little bit about version 3.0, because I've had a chance to shoot this when it was version 1.0.
Actually, no, when you shot it was version 2.0.
Not to add on top of things.
Sorry.
But this car was a Hot Wheels. Roy designed this livery that actually Hot Wheels, really Hot Wheels, Mattel actually made a Hot Wheels of this car. I actually have that Hot Wheels, which thank you, by the way, so much for giving me one of those. But like, this is version 4 then, in a way.
I totally forgot because of the Hot Wheels part. So 1.0 was when I first got it, when it was just the total GT-R clone. What most guys do when they buy a Hako, they try to make it look like a GT-R. So bronze Watanabes, mild fender kit. Then the second version was when you shot it, I put the wider fenders, the semi-works, I put wider wheels and a black hood. And then the third version was the Hot Wheels version, which you just talked about. And then the fourth version is the Rocket Bunny version. As far as I know, it's the only Rocket Bunny kit in the United States.
Just tell me what makes it a Rocket Bunny kit. You have the flares?
Yeah, the flares, basically the front lip, and that's pretty much it. The only difference is it's done in Rocket Bunny K-Mura style, and the front lip requires you to do massive cutting of the steel fenders in order to make it work.
You actually cut the fenders on this thing?
I had the radius cut the fender from all the way up here, and then there's a massive cut right here. This used to come out to here. So a big chunk of that fender is cut out in order to accommodate that look.
Yeah, I actually really like that look.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of year. Christmas, cheer, giving, snow, and coldness are all around the corner. And you know what that means? Ugly sweater season is upon us. That's why Hoonigan is bringing to you for the first time a real ugly sweater. Perfect for those family events chock full of awkward conversation and unintentional racism. The Uncle Rico Ugly Christmas sweater is the perfect match to you drinking too much eggnog and telling your boss how you really feel about him at the company Christmas party. Perfect for family photos, Polaroids, mugshots, any holiday party which you intend to fully crash or make a fool out of yourself. These are in limited edition, so get one while you can. Hoonigan.com.
The wheels were put together by Love 20B. I bought the wheels from one of my crew members, team members, Tommy. What up, Tommy? And then I had them sent to Love 20, and we just kind of mic'd it out and figured out what was the best sizes for it.
That's awesome. What other exterior things did you have a chance to change for this version?
I changed up the graphics. I wanted it to be a little more subtle, something reminiscent of the old, but you know, threw in the reverse logos that you always see on Japanese cars.
Yeah, I actually kind of like that. It's such a subtle thing, but like it keeps the same look on both sides of the car, but it's like a reverse logo. I love this thing. It sounds so good too when you're driving around in this. What about the interior?
Last time you shot it had those big red bride seats in it. I took those out and I went back to what most guys do. They just have the stock seat in the passenger side and a...
That's awesome. Let's check out the engine bay real quick.
Oh, okay, cool.
This is great. I like this. Oh, this is cool. I didn't realize this was fiberglass.
Oh yeah. It's from the guys that restored. These guys right here.
Huh. Wow. That looks cool. It actually looked factory from the outside.
Oh yeah. The guys from Japanese part service, these guys got it for me.
So what motor is this actually?
It's an L28.
Okay, so this is kind of similar to something that came out of a 280Z.
Yeah, it's a hybrid engine. It's got the F54 head and the N42 block. We just put the SK manifold on it and 40 millimeter Solexes.
So have you dynoed this?
No, but my tuner in Japan said, why? And I said, I kind of want to know. And then he said, my butt dyno says 200. So I was like, okay, if it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me.
Yeah, 200 horsepower is not bad for something like this. I mean, it's not super lightweight, but it's also not that heavy because it's the old school Japanese car, which I can't get over the fact that there's an R34 Skyline GT-R back there. I always say I have so many halo cars, so many dream cars that I actually want eventually for myself, but that's kind of the point, you know, there's always more. I already have a Skyline, and I know you guys like to make fun of me for mentioning my 240Z all day, every day, in every single video, but wouldn't you mention it if you guys had a 240Z?
Sure.
Sure. But dude, this thing is awesome. Thank you so much for bringing it out for me to shoot. We're gonna get some shots of it, and then I'm gonna have you start it and rev it so we can hear it. This thing is just so cool. I love it. But we're losing light. See, that sun is coming down, so I'm gonna take some pictures. Leave them running? I mean, do you have to leave the R34 running?
I got a booster pack if I need you.
Okay.
Do you have a big battery?
Please tag me. Sometimes he wears a harness. He's got like 4 cameras.
Oh man, this is crazy. The sun is going down. These are seriously dream cars, and the fact that they brought them out for me to shoot is unbelievable, and I'm having a lot of fun. Look at this. Oh my god. This is the perfect sunset, and this is kind of one of those things. I dream about these moments with these cars. People always ask me, like, how do you stay so excited about your job? This is how. This is my dream. This being able to shoot stuff like this is what I live for. It's absolutely amazing. I'm an enthusiast, but being able to just have this with this kind of backdrop, so cool, so cool.